Welcome back to Mock the Mock, where we take a look at someone else's mock draft. And I'm mocking, giving you my thoughts, views, and opinions. Taking a look at the GOAT House. He just released his today on Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving, by the way. Bagel also released his. We'll do that one tomorrow, though. Because I haven't watched it yet. I've watched this, so I could at least give a accurate depiction of his perspective. You know, I don't want to be banging on guys' picks without knowing why he made these picks. But if you don't know, now you know. What's crack lacking? It's your boy Broshmo. Just in case you didn't know, so go ahead, become bros, subscribe, leave that thumbs up if you enjoy the content. As always, let me know what you think in the comment section below. Look at that pretty face. I can't relate. I'm rugged. Let's go ahead. Let's take a look at what he got going on in the first round. Kayvon Thibodeau, very popular for everybody. Not much to talk about here with Detroit. Evan Neal, I think this one's a bit interesting. I personally like the idea of Derek Stanley. I get it if some guys don't like or want to see how the ankle is, because he has had ankle injuries in the past, 2020 and whatnot. But he didn't mention it when he talked about Derek Stanley, so I don't know if that's why he decided not to go there. But Evan Neal, no problem, man. If you think George Fant, like, you could kick him inside, or you just assume Evan Neal's a big upgrade, go for Evan Neal. I'm cool with that. Garrett Wilson, this is the highest I've seen Garrett Wilson go. And I like Garrett Wilson. But, man, Mamma Mia, this is a bit spicy for me. I think, because, I mean, you could get, I wouldn't say Garrett Wilson's a blue chip prospect, you know? You could get blue chip prospect in like a Kyle Hamilton, Derek Stanley. I know a lot of people don't like the idea of that, but he's good. Aiden Hutchinson, even Icky at NC State. I would consider him a blue chip prospect, but they go with Garrett Wilson. I guess I get it with, like, you know, Chark. If they move on from him, and then what they're left with, Laviska, Chenault. And I mean, I assume Laviska is going to be more so the outside guy, and then Travis Etienne's going to kind of be like the slot running back. I don't know. We don't know how they're going to use him yet, so I don't know about Garrett Wilson here. I don't know about it. Kenny Pickett, though, he top quarterback here for Mr. Goat House. Going to Houston, yeah, Houston needs a quarterback. For me, this is reaching. Kenny Pickett doesn't have, in my opinion, the top 10 to top 15 traits of a quarterback. I would say like the 5 quarterbacks taken in last year's draft, all better prospects than Kenny Pickett. Going into the season, I wasn't a big Kenny Pickett believer. Like, I thought he would be a good, like, 4th, 5th round option. I kind of saw a lot of Ryan Wilson in him. And, yeah, he came out. He's having a banger year, but I don't know if it's enough for him to get drafted this early. I got my reservations. Aiden Hutchinson, great pick by the Giants. Nothing to talk about there, really. Kyle Hamilton, I think, is also an excellent pick by the Jets, because Marcus May, do they bring him back for another year? He got hurt, so it sucks getting hurt while you're on the franchise tag. So maybe they get to sign Marcus May for cheap, and they can bring in Kyle Hamilton as well. Be wild. Icky going to the Giants. He lists him here as an offensive lineman, so that's tackle, that's guard. Icky ain't playing center, so I assume then he's gonna put Icky at left guard, because Icky's only played the left side his whole career, and we've seen how switching sides could be pretty tough on some offensive linemen. I mean, it's really hit or miss, you know. For some guys, it's seamless. For other guys, it's real tough. And I think the younger you are, the tougher it is. So, as we've seen with Penei Sewell, compared to like an Orlando Brown, who's made a very good conversion to left tackle. Derek Stanley going to the Eagles is kind of a steal at pick 8. Via the Dolphins too. You're welcome, Eagle fans. By the way, you're welcome. I got 25% off on all merch, just go to Broshmo shop.com. Put in the promo code holidays, all caps, gets you 25% off on any merch. I got the Christmas style merch going on as well. Merry draft season. We'll probably do another like promo giveaway percentage off as we get closer to Christmas. But yeah, go ahead, check that out. It's a good way to support the channel. But let's keep going here with next set of picks. Charles Cross going to the Falcons. He mentions Charles Cross moving to the left side or to the right side. I don't like that. I think Cross, he's exclusively played on the left side his whole career. You got Jake Matthews there. Maybe you move Jake to the right. I know you're not happy with McCreary, but I really think pass rushers the way they need to go. Kingsley Agbar still on the board. DeMarvin Leal obviously still on the board. We see him down here. But yeah, I would go edge. I really think pass rush is just, it's so bad. It's so bad in Atlanta. It's bad. Matt Corral going to the Washington football team. For me, that's my 1B quarterback, because I still think Malik Willis, man. I kind of sided with Malik Willis just because of the upside, but I get it. A lot of people like Corral. Corral's been wonderful this year. I think size will be a factor for some teams, but I'm not too worried about it. As long as you do a good job protecting yourself. Like Russell Wilson's done a good job of doing that his whole career. Kyler Murray kind of getting the taste of, hey, I need to be a bit more careful. Oh man, even Baker. So yeah, Nakobe Dean at 11 going to the Eagles. I had this in my own mock. When you're picking with the Eagles and you have 3 picks, like, there's so much to do. Why not get Dean? Like, I think Dean's gonna test out like a freak, so we could see him go in that like 10 to 15 range. Kenyon Green's a good pick for the Panthers if you're not sold on any of the quarterbacks. As we see, a quarterback goes off the board with the very next pick. But you're not sold on this quarterback class. You're like, hey, let's just go one more year with Cam Newton or Sam Darnold. Yeah, Kenyon Green's a guy I think can play left tackle. I think he can play tackle in the NFL. But he's going to at least be a very good guard, which, hey, Panthers, they kind of suck at the guard and left tackle spot, though. Brady Christensen I think he's coming around. Carson Strong, man. For me, Carson Strong, just the lack of mobility. I don't think he's that dialed in as a passer in terms of being like, I don't think he's got elite anticipation. I don't think he's got elite accuracy. He's got good accuracy. He's got good anticipation, but I don't think it's where it needs to be for a guy that's this restricted mobility wise. And that kind of has this, that, in the past has not dealt with pressure well, or even the thought of pressure well. Not even the appearance, but just the thought. But yeah, the guy's got a big cannon for an arm, though, man. Big cannon. I'm not knocking Carson Strong. For me, much like Kenny Pickett, this is way too early for him. I'd be more willing to go with a guy like Sam Howell, who's, golly, dude, that guy's got great arm talent. Tyler Linderbaum going to my Dolphins. I'm cool with this. I think Linderbaum is ready to go. I think he's a center only prospect compared to Goathouse. Said he could play guard. I don't think he could play guard at sub 300. I just think I don't think that's going to be the case. You could get away with playing center at sub 300. I don't think you could do that at guard. So I think he's a center only prospect. Regardless, Tyler Linderbaum, wonderful prospect, top 15 in this class. Jordan Davis, if I'm the Raiders, this feels like Mike Mayock, but if I'm the Raiders, I'm looking for something more splashy, like a Trent McDuffie. We still got Kyrie Elam on the board. We still have Sauce. Like, let's get that. Let's the defense is playing well. Let's get that corner position. Let's plug it in, man. I'm not looking for an elite run defender who may have pass rushing upside. That's not what I'm looking for. I could get that in day 2. I could get that day 3. Hell, let's go ahead and get a corner for what happens if Casey Hayward doesn't come back. What's your cornerback position looking like then? Not good. Other places, obviously you could go with one of these speedsters to kind of replace Henry Ruggs, maybe a Chris Olave, Jameson Williams. So yeah, DeMarvin Leal is a great pick for the Eagles. Total Roseman pick. Let's beef up the trenches. But I really like how this draft's gone for the Eagles. Because, I mean, you get Stanley, Nakobe Dean, and Leal, all freak athletes for their position, depending on what you use Leal as. So, yeah, pretty solid. Let's keep it going with the Browns. Oh, my goodness. Is that Treylon Burks? By the way, second receiver off the board here. Treylon Burks. He's I don't know, man. I feel like Donovan Peoples-Jones kind of fills this role here, being the big downfield threat. It's just Treylon Burks is a better version of that. So I don't know. I'd be looking maybe for a better route runner, but you still got Landry. So I'm not opposed to this. I get it. Treylon Burks is going to be a mismatch nightmare depending on how he tests out, but he's big and he's fast. So yeah, I don't mind it. Devin Lloyd, man, this is a hot take. Coming in there to help Devin Bush, maybe, but Devin Bush, he's not the most healthy guy in the world in terms of being able to stay on the field. And even when on the field, I don't think his play has been that of a first rounder. But Devin Lloyd can do a lot of different things, man. Like, he's got the wingspan to be a monster in coverage. He can rush. He can blitz. He's a sure tackler. Yeah, there's a lot you can do with him. Sam Howell going to the Saints. Taysom Hill, man. Suddenly that backup deal he's got where he's going to get, what, $10 million a year to play backup, and then it jumps to, like, what, 25 or something? It's like, it's a little less than, it's around 20 or something. But it jumps to that if he ends up being a starter. It's wild. Sam Howell, though, I like the idea of him in Sean Payton's offense. So, yeah, we've seen 4 quarterbacks go off the board that aren't Malik Willis. So, I don't know, man. Some people really hate Malik Willis, but I'm telling you, the upside is immense, man. Like, I think if you liked Trey Lance, you should like Malik Willis. That's just my take. Ahmad Gardner going to the Vikings, man. Zimmer likes corners. And he drafts him in the first round. Zion Johnson, man. I love Zion Johnson. Let me tell you, no matter how much you love a prospect, there's always someone out there that loves him more. There always is. And it's just, I don't think Zion Johnson's a first round pick. I mean, he plays exceptionally well. You know, he could probably play left tackle. He's been playing left guard at a high level. In this case, he's probably playing guard for the Buffalo Bills, which that's good. They need some help there, but a bit early for me. Drake London. This isn't Mike Williams. Mike Williams has he's got some good long field speed. Drake London ain't that. He's more of this Brandon Marshall-esque possession type receiver that can do a little something after the catch. That's not really what Mike Williams was. He's kind of like this big boy target that doesn't really create too much after the catch by himself. But he's a guy that's going to go up and get it. That's where you could draw the comparisons between him and Drake London. Both these guys, they're great contested catch targets. They're going to go up and they're going to get it. But I think they're very different in how they're utilized. While yes, they're both contested catch targets, they're very different in terms of what London does after the catch and what Mike Williams is, just deep. I don't know if Drake London's going to be a deep threat like that. Andrew Booth going to the Bengals. I think this is a good pick. I might have a few other corners ranked higher, but Booth, man, you know, like physically, like athletically, Dang good player. It's just more consistent play is required. But it's fine, man. The Bengals, they need a cornerback too. Jameson Williams going to the Detroit Lions makes sense. They love obviously they want to be a more vertical team. Williams will do that for you, whether you throw him in the slot or outside. All right, let's look at this last slate. George Karlaftis. I think this is a good value for him here at 25. Good players fall in the draft. I'm not gonna fault him for that. And you know what? This is a spag guy. This is a total spag guy. Chris Olave going to the Patriots. Love this dude as a route runner. Obviously, best part about him, the guy's got burners. He's a great deep threat. Kyer Elam coming in to help out at corner there. I'm not opposed to that. I know they got Kelvin Joseph waiting in the wings. Maybe even Nashawn Wright. I don't know. We'll see about those guys. They're not getting a lot of action. I think Anthony Brown's done fine this year at the cornerback 2 spot. Jordan Lewis is okay at the slot. And I mean, I'm not opposed to cornerback depth. For me, I would probably try to grab safety, but I don't know. I know some people are like, oh, safety, devalued position. Oh, it's the running back of the defense. And it's like, I kind of disagree. Roger McCreary, I don't disagree that the NFL treats it that way, though. I will acknowledge that. Roger McCreary going to the Bucks makes sense. They love Auburn corners. Darion Kendrick, I really think the character concerns until those are answered. I don't think this guy can go in the first round. I really don't. But the Ravens, I think grabbing cornerback help makes sense. I think they would do it with the slot, though. And I think Daxton Hill's this good mixture of, hey, we could play this guy deep safety. We could sneak him in as like a nickel or dime slot occasionally. I think he just provides a lot more versatility. And then David Ajobo, man. I like this pick, man. I like Ajobo. He just missed the cut in my last first round mock. And with I don't think Preston Williams Smith, there we go. Not Williams. Preston Smith, I don't think he's with the team after this year. I don't think Zadarius Smith is with the team after this year. Again, this is all projecting. This is all assuming. But I think going after edge makes a ton of sense. Jahan Dotson, I made the same pick in my draft. I like it. I'm loving it. And then Isaiah Foskey, I think he returns. This edge class is just so deep, and I think there are better edge talents available. Like I got guys like just for example, guys I have ahead of them: Arnold, Ebiketie, Zach Harrison, Myjah Sanders. This is Zion. I'm just gonna say ZTF. I haven't got his name down yet. Out of Washington. So there's a few guys I think are probably better here. Especially I think Ebiketie. Again, he'll just fly off the edge, man. This guy's sick. I really think Foskey returns. Going edge makes a ton of sense though with Chandler Jones potentially last year in Arizona. I don't know. We'll see. But go ahead, check out the video for yourself. That's it for me. Go ahead, do that YouTube thing. We got the Bengal tomorrow, and we got another projection or another rankings video as well. But have a great Thanksgiving. Until next time, you be easy, my friends. Later.